Hello, my name is Mike Keenis, and today we're at the White Bear Lake Superstore here in Minnesota, and I'm standing in front of a 2017 GMC Sierra SLT. Now this isn't just an ordinary SLT. What we have is we work with a company, SCA Performance, and they built this truck for us. So we have a lot of cool features on this truck. Under the hood, we do have the 6.2 engine, which is 420 horse out of the crate from General Motors. We made a few performance enhancements to it, so we're probably right north of 450 horse. First thing that we'll notice is want to talk about the bumper a little bit. And this isn't just your cheesy little bumper here. This is 11 gauge steel. We do have our LEDs back in here. Now, there's been a lot of talk in there, you know, hey, if I'm going off-road, don't want to wreck the LEDs because they're very expensive. Well, you're not going to now because they're behind the bumper here. We did move the factory park sensors right out here too, so that's a great feature. So they'll go off if you get too close to an object or vehicle in front of you. Moved up our fog lights into the LED lights right in here in the bumper. Some of the standard features or stock features on the GMC, you'll notice that we have our trademark C LED wraparound, backed up with our high intensity discharge Intel-Link bulbs here. Also, we've just touched everything here, have the GMC logo painted to match, which is a great attribute of the vehicle. Coming around the side here, we're rolling on the BFG all-terrain 33s. Gives the truck a great look. We have our fender flares here. And then also we have a 3-inch lift on the truck. Dirt Logic suspension, so all that's been changed through the vehicle. We have our steps here. Again, these are 11 gauge as well, 11 gauge steel. And the bottom of these are removable. So if you do some off-roading on this truck, you can take that step off there. And that's just done with a socket head cap screw. Looking inside the vehicle, it's an SLT, so it's going to have a lot of the features and benefits. This one has quite a few more. Heated, cooled seats, the Bose audio system, has the bucket seating here. Don't know if we can see it in the camera, but we do have the blue LEDs that are kind of shining through the whole vehicle. So very impressive inside too. We'll get a shot of the trim here once we get around that, but we'll also note that the headrests have the G2 logo in them too. I do want to point out that all the trim's been changed out, painted to match, so it kind of flows through the truck itself. So that's a pretty good appeal. So what's all done to this truck here? I have a good memory, but it's not that good, so we're going to just refer to this. So we have the 3-inch lift with the performance shocks, which is the Dirt Logic, the 20-inch G2 wheels. We have the 33-inch BF Goodrich tires, the blue LED interior floor lighting, the fender flares. We have the rock guards that are on the bottom. I talked about the steps being removable. The high clearance bumper in the front, we touched on that. Also, we have the reinforced skid plates going through the whole vehicle itself. We have the G2 gauge package, which is back in the DIC, Driver Information Center. We're going to touch on that as well. And then we have the integrated LED sport lights as well, and the performance exhaust, so the truck sounds great. In the back of the SLT here, a lot of room. Did this on purpose. Now this seat is moved all the way back, kind of reclined a little bit. I could still get in there, but just wanted to show where we're at as far as what's minimal space. So there is a lot of space back here. These seats do flip right up. So that's a nice feature right there on the GMC truck. We have our triple door seals all the way around. Extremely quiet inside the truck itself. Coming back here, just with the BFGs on those rims, it looks really, really sharp. Coming around to the back of the truck, we'll notice we have our dual exhaust coming back out here. Again, we have our GMC logo painted to match, backup camera, our 7-pin, our 4-pin. Of course, the truck has the trailer package on it with the tranny cooler and the oil cooler. Let's let the tailgate down here. Oh, I do want to mention too that this is a lockable tailgate from your key fob. So if you do put a cover on the truck, it's secured, more secure than the cab of the truck, really. So let that go down. Notice how slow it goes down. That's been around for a little bit, but there's little torsions in there that don't let that gate slam down. In the box here, yeah, we don't have a spray and liner yet, but wanted to put one in. We can do that for you as well. We have our tie downs right here. 4 of them in here, 9 different locations. Capacity on them is 250 pounds. LED lights standard on the GMC underneath the bed rail. So that's a great thing if you have a topper or a tonneau cover on the truck. So we'll shut the tailgate here. Closes nice and easy. Really light. The torsion helps you lift that up. Have our bumper step right there, getting in and out of the truck. Coming around the driver's side here, we can see our graphics going through, which give the a truck a little different look. And we're going to zoom in right above the tire right in here. We have a wheelhouse liner right here, which is going to cut down on sound, get rocks, and these aggressive tires are not going to ting up in the wheel well there. Also notice that we have the frame is also epoxy coated. So we're not going to see that flash rust on the truck. That's eliminated, that's gone. We're not going to see that when we look in underneath that wheel well. Duralife rotors, you're never going to see flashlight rust on the rotors themselves. They're going to last up to 70% longer as well. And that stuff there is really standard from GMC. Looking in the driver's cabin here, again, we can see the ambient lighting just kind of peeking down there. So it just gives it a great, great accent. Up on the door here, we have our programmable seats right here, power folding mirrors, and then just, of course, our window controls. And now we have the child locks, window locks right up there. And then, of course, pair it up with the Bose audio system. So what we'll do now is we'll hop inside of the truck and go through the features and benefits of that. Here we are inside of this beautiful 2017 GMC Sierra built by SCA. This is a G2. Again, it has a 6.2 engine in it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through some of the features and benefits inside the vehicle. Starting with the radio. So here we're looking at the IntelliLink radio, which has been out since 2014. We have quite a few upgrades done to the radio. We have the Apple CarPlay on this vehicle, or the Android Auto, which is a great feature. Really easy to use. All you really do is hit the home button, plug in your phone to the USB here, hit the projection button, and it pops right up. So what you're going to get on that is you're going to get your Google Maps or your iMaps, and you're going to get some limited apps that are on your phone, text messaging, that kind of thing. So it's a great, great feature, and it's free. So coming back to the audio, right up here we have our quick buttons here. We can jump right into our factory navigation, which is great, but if you don't like using that, you can also use your Google Maps or your iMaps. Notice how they changed the little ambient lighting. It was red in 2016, now it's kind of that blue aqua color. And again, we have our trim coming through here, which has been changed out at SCA to kind of match the flow of the truck itself. We have our heated and cooled seats right here, just on the back or on the bolster in the back itself. Our adjustable foot pedals, traction control, StabiliTrak, our box cab lights, which are on a timer of 15 minutes. They will shut off if you forget them. Then our park sensors, our front and rear park sensors, and then the hill descent control. I'll get into that one a little bit. If you're towing, you let your foot off the brake. That truck and trailer is going to stay stationary right there until you hit the gas, so great feature. A lot of power on the Sierra. I have 2 USBs, 2 12 volts, and then the 120 volt right there. So right at your fingertips, little place for your phone. Here we have an integrated phone charger. Just set your phone right on there and it will charge. So that's great right there. Have all our steering wheel controls right here. Notice we can get a shot of the driver information center that's changed out from SCA. Has a little G2 logo with a carbon fiber background. Looks very, very sharp. Great feature right there. This truck even has a heated steering wheel. We have our D-pad here where we can go through and we can change, we can go into our audio, we can go into our phone, go into our navigation, and that's going to come right up in our driver information center there. So everything's right at your fingertips. Go through our info. We have our fuel economy, our range, our oil pressure, tire pressure monitor, And again, the sensors, of course, have been changed out in the tires, so even though we have aftermarket tires, going to work the same as the factory. Up here we have our lights for our LED light bar that's integrated into the end of the bumper itself. Our power rear slider for our rear slider. Our dome lights, everything on here is LED. So very sharp truck. We build a lot of these trucks here at the Superstore, have a great selection. So maybe this isn't the exact truck that fits your needs, but we can build one out. So this isn't the color, you want something more done, you want a supercharger put on the truck, maybe we get up to 650 horse if that's something you want. But we can do it all. White Bear Lake Superstore, largest volume dealership here in the Midwest. My name is Mike. Have a great day.